The following content is for entertainment purposes only. All of the voices in this video and this disclaimer were generated using artificial intelligence and are not actual quotes of the persons depicted. This content is purely satirical and is in no way a political advertisement or contains any political bias. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello everybody, welcome to a very special playthrough of Pokemon Crystal. Today I have with me my three good friends, George Bush, Bill Clinton, and Dark Brandon. What's up, boys?
Good evening, boyos.
Yo, what's up, guys? It's your boy, Billy McBlowy.
Okay then.
I'm very sorry, gentlemen, but I believe I drifted into an alternate universe this morning, and am not with my actual presidents. If you'll just excuse me.
April Fool's, Dark Brandon. You're in the right universe. We were just messing with you, buddy.
How dare you attempt to make a fool out of me? I'll send you into a dark void followed by eating any dreams you... No, wait, that's right. It's not that serious. Sorry, still adjusting.
Damn! Even nicer version of Dark Brandon is still terrifying, but you have to admit, Brandon, it was pretty funny.
I suppose it wasn't that bad. In the end, I'm just happy not to be in Sussy Universe 6. Because if I remember correct, that's where Fraud Kuna is, and I'm not trying to get blood all over that Biden's Oval Office. I would guess that cleaning staff is pretty overworked as well.
Yeah, that's the correct universe, and real fast, everybody, if you don't know who we're talking about, it's our boy game producer 6, who created the amazing President's Play Pokemon Sapphire series and is now working on the Infinite Fusion Saga as well. He's about to hit 10,000 subs, so we just wanted to shout out that Irish furry. Throw him a sub if you haven't already and help him reach the point we hope to reach one day as well.
Now that we've got the April Fool's joke and wholesomeness out of the way, welcome everybody to episode 9 of President's Play Pokemon Crystal Randomizer Nuzlocke. It's going to be an important episode today as I fight the rest of the trainers on Route 3537 and in the National Park in an attempt to level up our team so Bush can take on Morty and attempt to win our 4th badge next episode. In addition, we might be able to buff up the team even further, as I will have 3 encounter battles, and who knows, maybe even the egg will hatch too. Get yourself a snack, a drink, or hell, even both, because it's going to be a fun one today, everyone.
It will be fun as long as you can keep everybody on this team alive, Barack. I hope you use the lessons I taught you last episode when it comes to keeping the entire team alive, and that we can start a new streak of no new additions to the RIP box. Our community can only take so much.
Worry not, Brandon. I had a small lapse of judgment in my last session, and it will not carry over to this episode. I'm cool, calm, and collected, and focused on getting to Ecruteak City, as well as 3 new teammates. Seeing we already have our big 3 of Mystery Carrara and now me too. We can really set the stage for something special if all my encounters go the right way. The first one will be the static encounter, which will be level 20 already. And the next 2 won't be too far behind either. This is potentially a huge team-building moment for us.
Seeing how this seed works, we'll probably encounter a Sudowoodo, but not at the tree. Just watch.
You're probably right, Bill. I mean, we got a Slowpoke in the Slowpoke well and encountered the Miltank before we battled Whitney. Either that, or we run into Morty's Jengar. It's insane how the Pokemon we're supposed to see have always just ended up there anyway. I gotta hand that to you, Obama. This seed is pretty cool in that regard.
To be honest with you, at first I really wasn't the biggest fan of it because I wanted to play a randomizer to see something different. But upon thinking about it more, it is really nice to see the callbacks to what made these games so special today. And that's why we play these old school games here, to show the younger generation that didn't start with these games that they are pretty damn cool despite the graphics. Everyone should play the classics. It's a rite of passage.
That's something we can agree on. Call me whatever you want, but all the kids today talking about Terra this and Mega Evolutions that. It's all a gimmick and an attempt to spice up a series that just needs the proper care put into each game. The early games didn't need a regional gimmick because they were perfect as is.
How about we make this our comment question of the day, everyone? And please try to answer without any bias. What Pokemon games did you like best? Give us your favorite generation of games and why. Was it the Pokemon, the story, or as Dark Brandon said, the gimmick of the region? Let us know in the comments below and our editor will try his best to respond to every single one of you.
My favorite was Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. Seeing if Team Aqua and Magma were going to succeed in their goals. Using the legendaries really had me on the edge of my seat. Sure, it didn't work out for them in the end, but that was some peak storytelling that Emerald put a nice bow on.
Not a bad choice, but that series needed Emerald to bring it all together. Now you want to talk a finished product storyline-wise, you need to look no further than right here in the story of Gold, Silver, and Crystal. It had everything from the only two regions at the time to Giovanni's son rebelling against Team Rocket. 16 badges, the Elite Four, and the greatest trainer of all time. Game Freak really outdid themselves here.
I'm gonna go red, blue, yellow myself. The iconic gym leaders, and then it all came together by turning the remake into the anime. Nobody who grew up in the 90s could resist.
Ain't no way you three left Gen 4 on the table. Great storyline with Team Galactic, awesome map, and the opportunity to catch legendaries from other games. Oh, and come on! The distortion world was so fucking cool in the first 3D moment in the franchise, but you all did pick fantastic games and avoided the dumpster fire, also known as Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. The games from the 90s and 2000s literally ran better than games from 2023.
It's a complete display of the video game industry's switch from wanting quality to instead just wanting to throw anything out there every year to just make a buck. Oh man, this didn't happen when I was in office. It all went downhill in your presidency, Barack.
I'd love to talk shit about video games in your presidency, but that's pretty much impossible since Pokemon, the Nintendo 64, and the PlayStation 1 all came out. But don't blame me for the decline of the video game industry, Bill. That was out of my control. And to be honest, the decline took off in Donald's term, but that's a topic for another day. Anyway, please let us know your favorite series of Pokemon games, and we promise we won't bite. That is unless you choose Scarlet and Violet.
Barack, are you feeling all right? Sounds like you got a frog in your throat, buddy.
It's the strangest thing. All of a sudden, I just feel sick. Not sure why, but the show must go on, right? I can't just leave in the middle of recording and quit when the going gets tough, right?
Have you been spending too much time around our editor? I heard he had got COVID recently, and if you're spreading it in the Oval Office, I'll make you regret it. I can't afford to get sick right now, because Monica and I have a hot date tonight at Buffalo Wild Wings.
You're still seeing Monica? I thought that ended a long time ago. What about Hillary, bro?
The divorce papers are all but signed. I can't be married to someone who actually lost a presidential election. She ruined the perfect record of the family. There's no worry of Monica ever running for president, so the Clinton name will be back to 2. And oh, also Hillary hates B-dubs. She's always saying, "Oh, Bill, do you really need that 9th tall Miller Lite? Oh, the wings are too spicy." And of course, the one I hate the most. Bill, can you stop watching the game and pay attention to me? Talk about nagging, am I right? Why are you guys doing the thing we usually do to Obama when he asks for validation? Don't go silent on me, men. I have a right to unholy amounts of cheap beer and hot wings while watching a sporting event of 2 teams I don't even care about.
Should I have left him in the Shadow Realm last episode? Starting to think I shouldn't have given in to your demands so easily, Barack.
Honestly, it's not sounding like the worst idea right now.
Oh, please. So you're telling me none of you guys have never drank to the point at a Buffalo Wild Wings, where you got up on the table and ripped your shirt off because your team lost a game? I literally did that 3 times this past season for my Razorbacks.
I mean, I can't lie. I've done it once or twice for the Rangers.
You're really not helping Bush. But I will at least end this with saying I do agree with you on Buffalo Wild Wings being a true American institution, and if Hillary doesn't like it, then that is grounds for divorce in my book. Just maybe make sure you call an Uber in the future.
Yeah, whatever. Anyway, Barack, when are you gonna let me too spread its wings? Our boy is ready to fly and become the almighty destroyer of the land again. You're holding him back.
You can't just rush these things, Bill. One small mistake or miscalculation, and we could lose the future hardest hitter we got. I'm not going to risk battling a Pokemon 5 levels higher despite us having Drill Peck, which might scramble those eggs in one shot. Just give the Switch leveling some time, and eventually me too will be at the top of the team where he belongs. Have some faith in the process.
Dilkson sounding Obama is right, Bill. If that breakfast platter over there has thunder, then you can wave bye-bye to Starmie. Did you forget that we're playing a randomizer and literally anything could happen? You better not run me two out there in a bad spot, or I'll send you right back to the Shadow Realm, and I don't think Obama would try to stop me this time.
Honestly, if anybody lets me too faint, then they should get a first-class ticket to the Shadow Realm, where the stewards are ready to kick your ass at any time.
I've got Spirit Airlines on speed dial in case that happens.
That might have actually been the funniest thing you've ever said, Bush, and I needed that laugh today, so thank you.
What's wrong, Brandon? Why did you need a laugh?
Oh, you know, just the usual. Concerned about Joseph and hoping he'll pull out of this coma. I know it's assured he wakes up if we complete this challenge, but still, he has proven to be a friend over the centuries.
Cough, cough. And also you miss having access to your full powers?
Bite me, Barack. You know I miss not being at full strength, too. You're going to get a nice battle when Joseph returns, you hear me?
Hopefully you have a day planner or something, because your schedule is filling up. Brandon, first you have to battle Sukuna sometime, and then you have to battle Ultra Instinct Obama at some time. How are you going to have time for all of this? Especially when you reunite with Joe and can't have all of the time in the day again?
Oh, for once you're actually right. William, I might need to hire a secretary, or get someone in your Discord to keep track of my schedule. Can you make a channel in there for applications? Qualifications must not be afraid of the darkness, and willing to take a trip to the Shadow Realm here and there to check on things for me would be the biggest ones. And I suppose we can just use some of the channel donations to pay for it.
We are absolutely not getting someone from our amazing community Discord to be your secretary, Dark Brandon. Those work hazards have to violate one or several hundred work safety guidelines and probably leaning towards the 700. Also, you aren't using our donation money to fund that either. That goes back into the channel and you know it.
Well, obviously it goes back into the channel, Barack. I mean, I am a member of the channel and I need to have my day planned out. Maybe I can get that Vox guy to do it. Or even Pokemon presidents. Those are two of the candidates highest on my list.
You're going to be reunited with Joe when all of this happens, so he's going to be one of the players again when you need your days planned out. Sorry, Brandon, but I'm going to have to side with Barack on this one and say you can't use donation money to hire a secretary.
Okay, guys, I know this looks bad, but hear me out. Let's just say that the file corrupted. Yeah, that's perfect. That way Donald can't break out old Betsy on us. I'm gonna get the sledgehammer now and just destroy the computer. This idea is perfect.
Excuse me, but what is this us word you keep using? The proper word is you. Donald is going to break out old Betsy on you. How could you let compatible faint against a wild freaking Pokemon you couldn't even catch Barack? This easily leapfrog slasher for the second worst fainting so far.
Barack, when Donald finds out what you did, can I get that basketball you have signed by the 1996 Bulls team? I've wanted it ever since I saw it the first time I went over your house back in 2009. I think it would look great on my mantle.
Donald is never going to find out, so you're never getting that or my PSA 10 Neogenesis Lugia. If any of you ever tell him what actually happened, I will make my final actions, taking you to the Shadow Realm with me. Is that clear?
Oh, Barack, I'm actually disappointed in you. I really had believed you were going to start a new streak of not letting any Pokemon faint. And here you are letting Donald's pride and joy be the next contestant in the gulag. Oh well, I guess it's time for us to open up betting on if you or George allow the most Pokemon to faint in this run. He does have to take on Morty next episode, so who knows, it could climb drastically there.
My question is, why did you even go into the tall grass right there, Barack? All you were trying to do was go back to Goldenrod and get the squirt bottle so you can get your static encounter there. You didn't have to fight anything, man.
To be honest with you, Bill, I have no idea why I did that. It was incredibly stupid, and because of that, we're down another party member. However, let's look at the bright side. We have 3 encounters this episode, and the first one right now. Let's start it off with a good one.
We're replacing compatible with a rat. Way to go, Barack. You've really made up for your mistake right here.
Actually, hold on, Dark Brandon. This one might not be so bad. You see, Rattata evolves at level 20, so we just need to level it up once and it gets better. Obama might actually be cooking here. You got this, bro.
Earthquake got it into red, so let's speedrun this encounter.
Nice job, Barack. Like Bush said, we just need to level it up once before it becomes something potentially really good. So that's the best comeback we could have asked for. What are you thinking for the name?
Well, I could always name it after the Pokemon that it should have been, but I think I'll just go with Tree. Instead, welcome to the Team Tree. I'm sure you'll live a long and happy life here. I can't wait to see what you become.
I hope it becomes the Miltank that Dark Brandon cost us last episode. I need another chance at that beautiful Pokemon. It's my compatible.
Yeah, if this thing becomes a Miltank, I truly hope that it faints before it levels up. I don't think the world is ready for Bill Clinton owning a Miltank. But anyway, let's check out Tree stats despite them all changing very shortly.
I'll be damned. I'm sorry about that, Barack, but it looks like you actually just caught a pretty damn good Pokemon. It's going to have an awesome stab move with Tri-Attack. It can paralyze its opponents and has really good coverage with a high critical hit move and the strongest bug-type move. Very good job. We can only hope it becomes a Snorlax so it has great base stats.
Bro, what the actual fuck is this seed? Are we actually encountering the Pokemon we were supposed to catch just seconds later? Barack, you have to tell us if you edited this seed to have a higher chance of normal encounters. This is the third time now. There's just no way.
George, there wasn't even an option on the randomizer to do that. You saw me put it on screen back in episode 1. This is just another crazy coincidence, and I have no idea how it keeps happening. I guess we're going to catch a tree after all. This encounter is a little tricky. However, since I think Earthquake would one-shot it. If I can get it into yellow, I'll just start chucking great balls at it. And if we can land the Fire Blast, that little bit of damage will do all it needs to do at this point.
Either this Sudowoodo wants to be on our team and is helping you with lowering its health, or it's an absolute idiot. Regardless, it's another team member, so I won't question it. You could have done a lot worse here.
Broke out without a shake? Yeah, it's an idiot. Doesn't exactly want to be with us, I guess. Catch it quickly, Barack. It's going to knock itself out any second now.
Hopefully we don't need to wait around for that to happen, and second time's the charm.
Second time's the charm indeed. Nice going there, Barack. Two very well-played encounters, and arguably our team is stronger now compared to when we had compatible. What are you thinking for a name?
Well, I named the Rattata after the tree, so let's name the tree after Rattata. Totally nobody watching this series will think we've gone insane with our names, right? It's a good thing we don't have to worry about that, since we're all members of the two-term club and never have to worry about winning another election again.
Yeah, that's a good thing because I'm not sure any of us could actually win another election based on our first 8. Life after you win that second term is just so easy because you know you can do whatever you want from there on out and nobody can say anything about it to you.
Speak for yourself, Bill. I'm pretty sure I could go another 2 terms right now without issue. I was a fantastic president who was loved by the public.
If you could run again, would you still be a Democrat, or would you form the drone party?
As enticing as that sounds, I would probably still be a Democrat just so I don't get votes stolen from me. But I'm going to keep that idea in my back pocket.
Don't worry about that, Barack. I would run as your vice president and ensure that everybody votes for us, if you know what I mean. Wink, wink.
Ain't no way you just self-reported yourself in 4K. Rule number 1 of being in the Oval Office, Dark Brandon. There's always somebody listening, recording you or both. Right now it is both since we're recording this for YouTube.
Yeah, whatever. Now, Barack, I know you just read what Pokemon is being sent out. We've already had 1 casualty this episode. You have to dial in and make sure it doesn't become 2.
Yeah, unfortunately did. And the last thing I wanted to see this majestic beast do was raise both. It's attack and defense. This could be bad boys. If it has a strong move, we might be on our way out.
Oh shit, now it's 2 stages. Barack, you gotta change. Carrara can barely even touch it now. We need some special attacking magic. This is getting actually terrifying.
I might be risking it all right here to switch into an attack. Please survive mystery.
Okay, we dodged a bullet right there. Fire Blast isn't even boosted, and it wouldn't do much against Mystery. So I think this is the move to definitely stay in. We just have to keep chipping away.
I'm starting to think it only knows Fire Blast and Curse. The odds it hasn't used a third move yet is very low. We might be dodging a bullet, everyone. Keep going, Barack. Take it down before I get proven wrong.
I initially went with the psychic attack because I wanted to lower its special defense. But I think getting a little bit of extra damage from Fire Spin is the way to go. It resists all of our best attacks, so this is just what I have to do.
I think we might have caught a break, boys. It only knows Curse and Fire Blast. It must be a relative of Whitney's Blastoise that only knew Splash. What a waste of amazing potential.
Don't punch a gift horse in the mouth, Bill. Just a few more attacks, and this run can continue. I'm not going to lie. I was really nervous for a while. I thought this run was over.
If it is sandbagging, of course, it could just breathe on us with a tackle attack and take out our entire team in one shot. We really need some sort of a counter to flying or psychic types in case we ever run into another one of these in the future. You know, a level 41 would have some more moves.
I mean, we did have a certain Pokemon that did know Thunderbolt. But I think I said my piece about that last episode and won't open up those wounds again. But it's fine. I'm sure we'll get a good electric type move either by leveling up or if we find another Pokemon that uses those type moves. The opportunities are endless, and I have full faith in what we have going here.
I appreciate that, Barack. It's in the past now, and we're on to bigger and better things. I know it's probably not the time to say it, but we definitely can upgrade on Compatible. It was a special attacker that didn't know any special attacking moves. How long were we going to wait as we climbed through the levels? I'd rather have Compatible available for usage, of course, but after a few more captures, it might have found itself on the bench.
Now that it looks like we're in the clear with this battle, how about we get to the donations that are definitely not going to Dark Brandon so that he can hire a secretary?
Oh, screw you, Bill. Why must you deprive me of someone who can help me with my busy schedule? Anyway, I'll kick off the donations, and our first one last episode came from Isaac Paws, 9,287. Our resident Zubat Stan wants us to put our newly hatched bat onto the team going forward. And if it faints, he'll donate us $20 more while roasting us in the process. Thank you for the donation, Isaac, but we are going to have to turn down this request. It just comes down to a lot of time leveling it up, and the team is very close to being full anyway. We do thank you for the support, and who knows, maybe there is a time we will use Zubat if a bunch of team members bite the dust. Have a great rest of your day, my friend.
Our next donation comes from the legendary King Onyx. Yeah, last episode was definitely wild, and we all couldn't be happier. The randomizer nerfed the terror of Johto as well. Get fucked, Whitney. In your response to the comment question, I think this is the best response we got, where the background you choose is the biome where the Pokemon are. That's such a cool theory. And finally, he only wants to see you get over your gambling addiction, Barack, while also wishing the editor a quick recovery from COVID. Thank you for the well wishes and the donation, Onyx. I can confirm the editor is feeling better, and he's just about back to 100%. Thank you again.
Oh yeah, that theory on the PC is definitely what I'm going to use going forward. That's such a cool theory. And finally, our leading donator from last episode comes from Gaming Police 589. He throws us a whopping 70 Canadian dollars and thanks us for everything. You're the man, Gaming Police. Enjoy your pin, and we're so glad to have amazing people like you in our community. Thank you so much.
And that is the final trainer to defeat on our way to Ecruteak City. I'll get the apricots from these trees over here, heal up the team, and then catch our final encounter of this episode, so Bush has everything he needs to take down Morty and get our 4th badge.
All things considered, we really haven't had a bad episode. I know we lost Compatible, but you're right, Bush. It didn't have a special attack, and it's not like we were going to wait 10 more episodes for it to get one. If Donald were here, however, I know we would be having a different conversation, but cooler heads are prevailing right now. We very well might get a great evolution out of Tree, and Pseudo-Wudo is a good addition as well. And don't forget, you still have one more encounter, and the egg will be hatching soon. Everything is looking up, gentlemen. I'm actually optimistic despite the fact I only get to play once a month. You guys better not fuck this all up.
I really do appreciate that, Brandon. You leave a very high bar to match, and some might view it as intimidating. But I view it as a challenge, and I know if we all play at our best, there's nothing that can stop us. I'll put Tree at the top of the party to deal with our encounter, and I think it'd be a good idea to lead off the rival battle. Right after 2, maybe level up from that, if the matchups work for us.
I'm just going to throw it out there that our encounter is definitely going to be one of the legendary dogs. We always encounter something immediately nearby, and that would mean it has to be one of them, right? Bring on Ante.
Maybe it will be Suicune since Yucine is looking for it himself. It's gonna be that or either Morty's Gengar. Come on, Obama, time to cook.
I'm definitely feeling like a major encounter is brewing. Let's see what we get.
It's the Grim Reaper. Run!